Alright guys, this is the third part of the study guide, so the last page. So let's jump onto this. Number 10, it says given the following information, solve for the length of the wire round to the nearest tenth. So the length of the wire, pretty much let's find the value of x. That's the wire. Let's find the length. So here's the given angle. The angle 70. There's my opposite side, O. The long side, it's my hypotenuse. So I want to look for something that uses O and H, and that is sine. So I'm going to use sine. The given angle is 70. So sine of 70 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, 50 over x. Well, I can do this over 1 all the time. So sine of 70, let's put that in the calculator. Sine of 70. Sine of 70 is equal to 0.939. So 7970 is 0.939. That over 1 is equal to 50 over x. The only thing that I did was just replace this by that. Then I can use the butterfly method. 50 times 1 and 0.939 times x. I would get 0.939 x equals, and 50 times 1, well, that's 50. To leave it by itself, divide by 0.939. Divide by 0.939. So then here, x equals, let's do this in the calculator. We have 50 divided by 0.939. It's 53.25. That is 53.25. Answer 53.25. We're talking about feet. So the wire is 53.25 feet. 53 feet, pretty much. All right. Number 11, it says you're flying a kite. The angle of elevation from you to the kite is 23 degrees. So the angle of elevation from you to the kite is, so this angle here is 23 degrees. If your eyes are 5 meters high, pretty much this distance here is 5 meters. How high off the ground is the kite? Well, we have this length, 5, this angle, 23. We know that the length of the rope, I guess, it's 50 meters. So we want to find this value. This is the value that we want to find, the height from here to here. Well, let's see. This is the given angle, 23. X is my opposite, and this is my hypotenuse. So again, I'm going to use sine, opposite over hypotenuse. So I get the sine of, we're talking about 23 degrees, the angle, 23, is equal to opposite, x, over hypotenuse, 50. All right, so again I can do this over 1, and let's put sine of 23 in the calculator. So we have sine of 23, that is equal 0.39. So I get 0.39 over 1. Again, I pretty much replace those two, equal to x over 50. Then after this, I can use the butterfly method. X times this, and 50 times 0.39. So I get x times 1, that is just x, equal, and 50 times 0.39. 50 times 0.39 is equal to 19.5. So we get 19.5 X is 19.5. X is 19.5. Okay, so this value here, this X value, I can erase it now. It's 19.5. 19.5. The question is, how high off the ground is the kite? Well, initially we have this 5 meters from the ground to your eyes, and then 19.5 meters from your eyes up. So here's the floor pretty much. The kite is going to be 5 plus 19.5 up. So 19.5 plus 5.0 is 5, and 19, this is 24. 24.5 meters. 24.5 meters. So the kite is 24.5 meters off the ground. All right, yeah, let's double check. 19.5 plus 5 equal 24.5. So that's the answer for 11. Let's go to 12. 12, it's also a little bit complicated. You might need some kind of like intuition to figure out how to do this one. But pretty much here's the idea. We want to figure out how far, how long the shark is going to have to swim to get to the seal. And of course, the shark is not going to swim up and then left. And it's not going to swim like through this little pathway and then left again. No, it's going to go straight to the seal. So we want to know this length. This is the one length that I want to figure out. Well, for this one, we're given these two lengths. We're given the length from here to the seal, 86 feet. And we're given the length from the surface of the water to where the shark is, 32 feet. It'll be really nice if I could figure out first, what is this length? Well, we're given a lot of information here. What is this length? Let's find this length first. Let's let this be X, this length. So we have the angle, 35. We are using the opposite and the adjacent. X is my adjacent in this case. Remember that the long side, it's the hypotenuse. So O and A, the only trig identity that we use that has O and A, it's tangent. So tangent of, we're talking about angle 35, is equal to opposites, 32, over adjacent, that's, okay, let's do this over 1, tangent of 35. Tangent of 35 is equal to 0.7. Tangent of 35, 0.7. So tangent of 35 is 0.7 over 1 equals 32 over X. Let's use butterfly method. 32 times 1 gives me 32, and X times 0.7 gives me 0.7X. I want to leave X by itself, so let's divide by 0.7 both sides. Divide by 0.7. This goes away, this goes away. And you pretty much get 32 divided by 0.7. 45.7. So here X is equal to 45.7. This is my value of X. That is this value. This length is, let's erase all of this now. This length is 45.7. And now I know the length from the seal all the way to here. It's going to be 86 plus 45.7. So the whole length, it's going to be the 86 plus the 45.7. That is equal to 131.7. So this whole length from here all the way here is 131.7. And we know the length of the height is 32. Now I can use the Pythagorean theorem. This is my C. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. 32 is going to be my a squared. 32 squared plus the 131.7, it's my b squared. So plus 131.7 squared is equal to this distance, c squared. Let's find the value of c. So 32 squared. Let's do this. 32 squared, that's 32 times 32. It's 1024 plus 131.7 squared. Let's see, 131.7 times 131.7 is equal to, oh, this is a big number, 17,344.89 equals c squared. Let's combine these two now. So I have 1024 plus 17,344.89 equals, I get 18,368.89 equals c squared. Now the answer will be getting now the square root of both sides, so that I get c by itself equals, now let's get the square root of all of this. Let me show you step by step. So we got 18,368 raised to the 0.5 power. The answer is 135.5. So my answer, this whole length, the value of c, which is that c, is 135.5. That's the answer for 12. Last one, number 13. Let's see. It says, given the information below, what is the length of the base of the figure? If necessary, round to the nearest hundredth. So I want to know the length of the base. I want to know this length. What would we use if I have to? Well, I have to know that length and that length. And this is just common practice. Let's forget about this one triangle, okay? And let's find this length first. So let's label it x. Again, I'm just focusing on one triangle right now. And based on this triangle, 50 is going to be my opposite, and x is my adjacent. Just on this triangle, 50 is my opposite, and x is my adjacent. O and A, that's going to be for tangent. Tangent uses O and A of 61 is equal to 50 opposite over adjacent. 50 over x. This over 1. Let's put this in the calculator now. So we have tangent of 61. That is equal to 1.8. 1.8 over 1 equals 50 over x. Butterfly method. 50 times 1, that's 50, equals 1.8 times x is 1.8x. Now let's divide by 1.8, both sides. Divide by 1.8. So you get that x equals, how much is 50 divided by 1.8? Is 27.7. So x equals 27.7. So there you go. I have this length. The bottom is 27.7. 27.7. That's this length, the first one. using only that one triangle. Now let's use that other one triangle. Angle is 52 degrees. My opposite side is 50. So I'm talking about this angle. 50 is my opposite side. And the side I'm looking for, it's my adjacent. Let's put a y for this one. I'm looking for y, and y is my adjacent. Again, O and A. Tangent uses O and A. So I'm going to use tangent, this time of 52 degrees equals opposite over adjacent, 50 over y. Let's do tangent of 52. Tangent of 52 is equal to 1.28. 1.28. That over 1 equals 50 over y. Let's use the butterfly method. 1.28 times y. I get 1.28y equals 50 times 1 is 50. Let's leave y by itself, so let's divide by 1.28, both sides. 1.28. This goes away, this goes away. I'm left with y equal, let's see, 50 divided by 1.28 is 39.06. 39.06. So I have my y value is 39.06. So let's replace this y. I know the value of it is 39.06. And the question is asking me for the length of the base. So the length of my base is going to be this 27 plus this 39. So my answer is going to be the 27.7 plus 39.06, 66.76. That is my solution. Just add these two bases, add them together, you get 66.76. And that is the end for page 3 of the study guide.